The Daybreak show rolls on. Got a great visitor in as the weekly Sheriff Sitdown, brought to you by our community credit union. Ryan Spurling from the Sheriff's Office is here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Nice seeing you on Saturday for the big parade. What's that like for you guys to be in the parade and show off all the great folks and volunteers that you have and the explorers and the search and rescue, and then look out and see the kids and the adults too, all with big smiles on their faces? It's got to be a wonderful.
It was great. You know, we expected some rain, and then the rain didn't come, so everybody seemed to turn out, and it was a wonderful event. It seemed like there were more kids up front this year than in years past. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to interact with the community where we're not going to a call where there's an emergency. So we can hand out stickers, and we can just interact and talk with the kids, and it's just great. Great opportunity. It's small town America in operation.
It really is. We are talking today. The Sheriff Salisbury, not in the studio today because he's got to go up and be part of a conversation as we're already looking ahead to the Special Olympics.
Yes, it's the kickoff today at the Criminal Justice Training Center in Burien, and I believe we're getting an award as well because of our activities last year. And as you see with the whiskers and everything, we've been fundraising within our office for a little while for the Special Olympics. It's a big deal for the sheriff and for all of the staff.
Well, we look forward to participating with you guys again however we can. It's always a lot of fun to put the spotlight on that as we move through the year.
Well, it really surprised me the first time I found out there were over 80 athletes that are from our community that participate in the Special Olympics, and that just is a great thing to be able to support those who can't be supported otherwise.
We talked a little bit about the folks in the parade, and one of those organizations that's totally volunteer search and rescue. You want to take some time to kind of talk about all the volunteers that you have.
You bet. The amount of volunteers that come and give of their time to the Sheriff's Office is amazing. Just search and rescue is one example. We have lots of people that spend a lot of time training so that they can be safe and go out there and look for people that are in distress. They do some wonderful things. And we also have a staff of volunteers that staff the North Precinct, and they keep that North Precinct open right now Tuesday through Saturday. They do 4-hour shifts, and they get nothing from it except the satisfaction of helping the community, because our deputies in the North Precinct are busy answering calls in and out of the office, so they don't have time to hold open the office because if they get called out. So it's those volunteers, and between the volunteers that we have just in the North Precinct and the Shelton office, they do more than 2 full-time equivalent positions. So more than 4,000 hours a year that they put in. So it would take more than 2 staff members to do what they do. So that's saving the county a lot of money. And one of our stalwart volunteers passed away, and we had a memorial for him yesterday, John Wickert, who has been volunteering for the Sheriff's Office for 20 years.
So it's not just a case where people volunteer, they come in, do their time, and then leave. They really become part of the office, part of the community.
Part of the family, absolutely. And there's a lot of them that have 15 years on, and they've been doing it for a long time. And John started when he was 65, and he volunteered until he was 85 when he passed away. And we had a Christmas party last night for our volunteers, and it was just what a wonderful group of people. And talk about a diverse group, the life experience and what they've done in their careers and where they've lived, and then now they're just volunteering their time. It's a great example of community and giving back, and we're always looking for more. So if there's anybody out there who's interested, we would love to have them on board.
Are there opportunities to help out the different communities, maybe future conversations? I know how long it took folks to find the facilities and the availability for some locations up in the north end, but do you guys talk about potentially having more volunteer satellite areas?
We're always thinking about that, and it has to do with serving the different communities so they don't have to come all the way into Shelton to get their brush permits, to get their concealed weapons permits, those type of things. So we're always looking at that. It's just a matter of resources available to do that.
We've been having some wonderful conversations over the last few weeks of awards that have been given out to the Sheriff's Office and some of the deputies there that have put their lives on the line to help save lives of others. Do you have another story for us?
I do. I brought one of the life-saving awards that has to do with our corrections deputies. We had Sergeant Schoenberg, Deputy Kirk, Deputy Johnson, Corporal Martin, Deputy Wilder, and CSO McQuaid all received the life-saving award. We had an individual who was given a life sentence, and he was looking a little bit older. He was looking at prison for the rest of his life, and he, over a short period of time, attempted to commit suicide 4 different times.
Wow.
And with all the efforts that we have in the jail, he still took, for example, his laundry bag and shredded it up and made a noose and tried to hang himself, and our deputies were paying very close attention, knowing that he was a risk. Were able to come in and cut him down with the scissors that they carry.
Wow.
They're the medical type scissors, and get that ligature off of his neck. And then he attempted multiple other times, 3 days in a row, he attempted to commit suicide with different items, and they were able to thwart those each time, and it was above and beyond their normal duties. So they really paid close attention, so all of them are going to be getting the life-saving award because it was a big group effort.
We've talked with Jail Chief Hansen over the days, and I don't want to turn this into a bed space issue, but this is a situation where this individual is only able to be housed in one unit alone, I would imagine.
Right. You don't mix them in with population when they're in that type of a mindset because it just doesn't go well.
And then additionally,
we have to protect all of them.
Yeah, in the control room, I would imagine that a lot of eyes are focused right on and in that room while trying to make sure everyone else is being
right. And then there's areas in the room like the restroom, the bathroom facilities that the cameras don't go.
Sure.
So you have to listen as well to hear if you hear the gurgling or anything like that to indicate that somebody is in distress.
Wow. So again, more above and beyond as the Sheriff's Office does a lot of great work, and we've been having these amazing stories of life-saving rescues for people both on the inside, around the county, and outside and in the jail systems as well. A couple more of these throughout the rest of the year. Get you back in next week?
Yeah, we'll bring them in again.
Very cool. Chief Deputy Ryan Spurling from the Mason County Sheriff's Office. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, Jeff.
For sure. We'll
Thank
check
you.
back in next week.